talk to me about the Jetport, because I know you guys, you mentioned the Air Force Base, and then you guys have your own airport system, I believe, the Jetport. Give me the rundown on that. How much emphasis is there on the Jetport there in Wayne County?
If you want to bring your jet to Wayne County, Justin, we would love to have you.
Let me go ahead and make my paper jet real quick, and I'll fly it in.
It's fine. We'd love to have you. So we do have a Jetport, and it's interesting. A lot of people hear stuff about the Jetport and they think, why, right? So they see that you're spending money at a Jetport, and that's concerning. We have been very fortunate working with NCDOT, who also runs general aviation in the state, to get a ton of grant funding for our airport. We've got a $3.7 million project right now. And if we looked at all the projects that the airport has done over the past few years and look at, yes, we have had to spend some money, but when you look at us spending this much money and getting this much in grant funding, it's a no-brainer. We've got a $3.7 million project right now on a whole apron rehab project. So that's the place where the planes taxi, not the runway, but the apron is what we call that. And so we are making sure that the Jetport is able to be sufficient for years to come. So the jets are getting bigger, they're weighing more. And so, it's not just your Cessnas anymore that are landing at the Jetport. We've got corporate area. We've got a corporate area that we just expanded over the past few years with hangars for corporate clients. And so basically, we give you a site where you can build a corporate hangar if you want to. And so we've done a lot of focus on the Jetport lately, a lot of grant funding for the Jetport, because while the Jetport seems trivial for us to have, it's all into that economic development umbrella as well, and the amount of economic impact that the Jetport has. You would not believe. I had to cheat. I had to look at my screen. $58 million is what the economic impact is of our Jetport. And so that's jobs, pilots that have planes that are there and things like that. We're fortunate enough in Wayne County, we have a Jetport here that the county owns that's kind of near Pikeville in the northern-ish end of the county. Mount Olive also has a municipal airport. And at both of those airports, we also have, hospital helicopters. So we've got the UNC network at ours, and I believe Mount Olive has Vidant at theirs. And so having that, they are based there. We get, really good times for, helicopters in a medical emergency as well. And so that's something that's important too, because, there's a lot of times where, if there's a bad accident or, even if you have cardiac trouble, you may get airlifted out. You get a helicopter pretty quickly and can get to Raleigh or to Greenville. So there's a lot of really very positive things going on at our airport. Plus we have a lot of just guys that own planes that enjoy being out there. But our airport, I've got to give them credit because they've done an incredible job in chasing grant dollars, because that's what you have to do. You have to chase grant dollars. They don't typically just come and say, hey, we would like you to apply for this grant. You've got to find them. And they've done an impressive job. I mean, $3 million for grant funding for a rehab paving project is really good.